Hello everybody, I just want to do a quick update before we get into the videos. Two things to talk about here. One is we have finally passed the 33% point. Yay! That's kind of a landmark that I was looking forward to hitting. We are actually at 35% now. Woohoo! I am so excited. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is to celebrate that we have hit the 33% point. Anybody who has donated any amount of money towards my Reiki Apprenticeship Program, even if you were only able to donate $1, I don't care how much you donated. Anybody who has donated up to today, which is October the 11th, then if you contact me, let me know, remind me that you donated, and ask for 33% off on a psychic reading. I will be happy to give you a psychic reading for 33% off of my usual prices as a way of celebrating that we've made it to 33%. And this is strictly for the people who have donated to my Reiki apprenticeship. So it's a special just for those of you who have given, and it's a way of saying thank you and woohoo, hooray, here we are, we've gotten this far. So that's the update. Now on to the forecasts. Hello there, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of October 17th through the 23rd. What we have coming up for you now is on Monday, we have the Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. And the Nine of Swords in reverse is just telling me that you did have a situation in your life, Leos, that was stressing you out, that you were maybe even kind of obsessing about, and that it was making it hard for you to focus on just everyday tasks and maybe even giving you some insomnia. When the Nine of Swords shows up in reverse, what's going on is that situation is no longer antagonizing you like it has been. So either something has changed in that situation to where you're more relaxed with it now, or something has changed with you so that you are in a better place about what's going on. So you may have done some psychological or even some spiritual healing over this situation. Now, on Tuesday, what we have showing up for you is the Ten of Clubs in reverse. Ten of Clubs in reverse. For some of you, I'm hearing the words role reversal. I don't think this applies to all of you, but for some of you, somebody who used to be like the responsible person in your life, they were responsible for certain things. I think that there is going to be a role reversal where you are now responsible for things that maybe they used to take care of. One example of that is if you have a parent that now needs to be taken care of, and they used to, of course, take care of you. This could also be, if you have a partner that suddenly, has a broken leg or a broken arm, or for whatever reason is not able to do all the things that they normally did. Maybe they just have the flu and they can't get out of bed. Now all of a sudden, where they might usually be the one that nurtures you and encourages you, now you're the one that is, making the soup and telling them that they'll feel better soon. So I'm hearing role reversal, whatever that may play out like in your life, and it's going to be, different, of course, in all of your lives. But role reversal coming up on Tuesday. The other thing that shows up here for this is that you know what, there's a few other common meanings for this card, but I think I'm going to stick with role reversal for you guys this time because that's what's coming through to me strongest, and the other stuff just doesn't quite feel right for me to say it, so I don't think it applies to you in that way this time. Let's look at Wednesday. What we have coming up here is the Seven of Clubs in reverse. Seven of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that there is somebody that you have set some boundaries with. You've kind of let them know, okay, I'm willing to do this, 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 and then anything beyond that is beyond what I'm willing to offer or willing to do. So you've set those boundaries out. You've let the other person know. A lot of times when we have to set boundaries like that, it's because people were sort of taking advantage or crossing over those boundaries before, and we kind of had to say, you know what, I'm not willing to keep playing this game with you or doing this, whatever it is with you. So the thing is that people will test those boundaries when we set them like that. And so when the Seven of Clubs comes up in reverse, that's exactly what's going on. Whoever you set boundaries with is going to be testing those boundaries, and they're going to be trying to see what your reaction is. If they just act like you never set the boundaries at all, if they just act like everything is the way that it used to be, are you going to stand up for your boundaries and enforce them? Or are you just going to act like you never set boundaries either and let them roll right over you? So that I see that coming up Wednesday. That's going to be a challenge for you. You want to be ready for that. You know, you want to have thought ahead about, okay, what am I going to do if, and sort of have a plan of how you're going to handle it so that you can handle it in a way that's not sort of a knee-jerk reaction or emotionally charged, so that you can handle this in a calm way that is more sane, which leads to a more sane reaction from the other person as well. All right, let's move on to Thursday, Leos. What we have here is the King of Swords showing up in reverse. King of Swords in reverse, Leos, there's going to be somebody that you're dealing with that is grumpy. I'm actually being given a phrase that I really don't want to use here on video. So if you just want to say extremely grumpy, I think that'll cover it. May not have as much emphasis as the other way, but there is somebody, I think he's going to be, and for most of you it will be a he, for a few of you it might be a she, but this is going to be somebody who is just emotionally bouncing. They're having a hard time stabilizing their emotions on Thursday, and what I'm hearing is they're trying to act like they've got it all together, but apparently something pretty dramatic or pretty big has just happened in their lives and is impacting them, and they are trying to function as if everything's all fine and well, when really it's not, and it's not working too well for them to try and function when everything is all, as if everything is all fine and well when it's not. So that's what you've got going on there. It doesn't make them a lot of fun to be around, but if you kind of keep in mind that they're dealing with something pretty big, and they're, for most of them, they're not willing to share that with the world yet until they process it themselves. Maybe it'll be a little easier to have some compassion towards them, even when they are not acting like people who are easy to love. Let's put it that way. Let's look at Friday, Leos. What you have coming up here is the Strength card in reverse. This is kind of telling me that your self-esteem is taking a hit on Friday. So you want to be aware of what's going on Friday, and you want to be aware of how it's actually affecting the way you look at yourself. Okay, so there may be somebody that just says something to you that just really cuts you down, or it may be that something happens that you just couldn't imagine that you would ever let happen, but there's something going on that has you really doubting your own self-worth. The key that I have found helpful in situations like this is to realize that really there's only one person's opinion who matters about me and about what I'm doing with my life. Because when you get right down to it, whenever we pass away, we are going to be the people who have to answer for what we have done and the influence that we have left behind. And so really, the only person's whose opinion matters is our own. So if somebody is trying to tell you, whether it's directly or indirectly, that you're not good enough, they can talk until they're blue in their face. But what really matters is, do you feel like you're good enough? And do you base your opinion of yourself on what other people outside of you have to say? Or do you base your opinion of yourself on what you have to say about yourself, knowing the path that you've been on, the journey that you've traversed, the difficulties you've come through, the obstacles you've overcome, where you were this time last year? And if you can look at all of that and still look at whatever it is that this person is criticizing and feel like, you know what, I've made progress, why would you pay attention to that other person? Their opinion doesn't matter. They're not going to be justifying or explaining you after you pass away. Only you can do that. Only your opinion counts. Don't let other people knock you down. Be comfortable with that person you're looking in the mirror because you're comfortable with that person you're looking at in the mirror, not because somebody else likes that person in the mirror. That just makes you an extension of them. It doesn't make you, you. All right, moving on, getting off my soapbox there. Off my soapbox, let's look at Saturday. Leos, what you have here is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, Leos. Lots of options on Saturday. Lots of different things you could be doing. Lots of different things that I'm hearing that you feel like you should be doing. Cleaning up the yard. All the leaves are coming down in this part of the world, and in springtime, you know, could be cleaning up the yard in the other part of the world too, just different cleanup. This feels like there's lots of options for things that you could be doing, and some of those options are much more work-oriented than others. And I feel like you Leos are really tending towards the whole I should, and sort of giving yourself a guilt trip if you're not doing the I shoulds. And those of you who are doing the I shoulds are not so much enjoying your day. So you have control of how much you enjoy your day, and you have control of what you choose, an I should or an I want to. But lots of options coming in for you on Saturday, Leos. Those choices are up to you. Sunday, we have the Hierophant showing up. This is doing something that is traditional in a very traditional way. For others of you, this is going to be getting some spiritual advice. Of course, it does show up on Sunday. That's easy enough to see. People going to church. We get all kinds of spiritual advice at church, don't we? Just sitting in the pew listening to somebody talk, it's coming out. Spiritual advice is right there. For some of you, this is more personal than that, though. What else am I feeling on this card? Some of you, I feel like, are going to be involved somehow in a wedding or a baptism or some kind of church ceremony on Sunday. I'm actually feeling like there's a lot of baptisms that we're talking about here. And for a lot of you, it looks to me like you're just going to be getting together with family and doing the traditional Sunday get-together. That is what your family does every Sunday. And for those of you that are doing a traditional family get-together, there's something coming up about, and I'm sorting through this as I talk here, there's something coming up about an older member of the family, and could just as easily be female as male, who has some wisdom because this person has been around the bend. I feel like this person has had a very interesting life. If you don't have this person talking about what their life was like, you should. Crazy, fascinating, interesting stories, the things that this person has lived through and been a part of. But what is significant? For some of you, I think you're actually going to be celebrating this person's birthday. So what I'm hearing is this is a good day to pay special attention to this person. And I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'm hearing a few different ways that this could be applicable, so I think it's going to be manifesting a few different ways. But if you have an older, wizened family member at a family get-together on Sunday, showing honor and respect to this person is a good thing to do. There's some reason why that's a good day to do it. I don't know. Maybe some of you are celebrating somebody who is maybe the oldest member of the family's birthday on Sunday. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough feeling around about that. Just pay special attention to them. Okay, so what I really didn't want to say and kind of had the debate with Sacred Spirit is you want to pay special attention to them because they may not be around much longer. This may be the last chance you have to really honor them. And of course, that's not going to be true for everybody. But I do feel like it is a significant truth for somebody out there watching this video. And I feel like it's important that you pay attention to this person because if you don't, if you let these moments slip by, I think later on you'll be kind of angry or upset with yourself about it. Okay, so that's your week, Leo. I'm stopping now. I don't like making predictions like that at all. Anyway, of course, not everything I say applies to every single Leo because this is a general reading. You guys know how to get private readings. It's just easy. Find my website and contact me. I try to schedule them quickly. A lot of times I can get you in the same day. If not the same day, then usually the next day or possibly the day after if we have to. I usually try not to have to wait that long to get somebody in for a reading though. Let's see. So anyway, I do appreciate all of you stopping by, hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I will see some of you during the week for a reading, some of you during the week for a Reiki session, and the rest of you I will see back here next week. Peace out, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master Program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master Program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program. And so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small, so there's the corrected version of that. And actually I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house or we would not have to meet in person. Just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone. I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have work done energetically, and also to touch base after it's done, just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate, and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.